Okay, I've got an extra phone here because my microphones are not working, and I just bought a new microphone and it's not working either. So here goes. I'm going to have to overlay and sync the sound from two different phones with the picture. So if it looks funny, you know why, okay? So anyway, hi everybody. Welcome to Adventures with Raven and Rowley. I'm Raven and this is Rowley. That's my Rowley boy. For the previous 5 years, we've lived in an RV full-time, a Class A and then a fifth wheel. We've lived full-time for the last, 10 and a half, 11 months in a 6x12 cargo trailer that I converted. Last week, I talked about how beautiful the desert is. This week, I'll talk about being in Limbo, the weather, crazy weather, and just thinking some more in the desert. If you're curious, please join us on this journey and continue to watch. As you know, I live in a cargo trailer. And you also know it's wintertime if you're in the northern hemisphere. We had a snow a few days ago right here in the desert. I didn't see it. It went by fast enough, but I was told that it snowed. It didn't stick anyway. It was one of those low to the ground flakes, small flakes things that if it does stick, you've got 5 feet of snow, you know. It did stick in the mountains, though. It was, believe it or not, talk about crazy weather. It was 65 degrees 4 days ago. This morning, it went down to 21. I had taken my sleeping bag and packed it away, thinking, we're at 65, that we're not going to need that much more anymore. But one of my neighbors told me that it was going to go down to 20, so I pulled it out. And I'm glad I did. It was just in time, too. But it's beautiful today. It's a little cold and crisp air, but it's worth sitting down for at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you can. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. So because it's winter, and because I'm sitting in one spot for quite some time now, like 10 months, there's not much happening. I stay warm. I stay pretty much inside, except for when it's beautiful like this and I try and come and sit outside for a while. But I'm in Limbo now because I'm waiting on this adventure to Switzerland to begin. And even though I'm still in Limbo, I've been doing some things, like I finally got my address, so now I can make address changes, which I'll start next week. Same thing for the cargo trailer and the storage. As soon as I find out ticket dates, I have to start working on getting the cargo trailer unpacked and moved over to storage. I'm trying to sell my car, but the problem is that I need it up until the very last minute. So I've been trying to work around that, okay? I'm making lists. I've been making lists for the last month, but for this last week of what I have to do, I've been making lists. I'm trying to remember everything I need to remember to do before I leave the country, And at the same time, this leaves a lot of room for thought. I've been thinking about my diet in particular lately. Since I've been out here on BLM land, I really haven't been cooking. I've been eating a lot of freeze-dried foods like the hiking trail, mountain what is it, Mountain House Foods and stuff like that. They're pretty good. I don't know what's up with me. I just haven't been cooking. It's not that I don't know how to cook or that I don't have the utensils and whatnot to cook, because I do. I have everything I need to cook, including the food. I just haven't been cooking. So I've been using the freeze-dried foods and stuff like that. With the freeze-dried food, all you got to do is boil some water, throw a cup and a half, whatever the recipe calls for, into the little Ziploc bag, let it sit for 8 minutes, and you got dinner. You got things like pad thai and macaroni and cheese, and what did I have the other day? I had beef stew, and I had chicken noodle stew, stuff like that. Chicken noodle pot pie is what it was, except that it was freeze-dried. Most of all, it's pretty good, except some of them I found, like the mac and cheese, will cause me to have the runs, but then again, that's probably me and my, lactose intolerance and that kind of stuff. But anyway, it's still good. But, at the same time, it's freeze-dried food, And then, of course, there's the ramen noodles, and I've been mixing ramen noodles with miso soup. At least I can get some probiotics. Just carbohydrates and probiotics, you know what I mean? It's mostly because I can't chew anything. I've got these new dentures. I've just started putting cushioning into them, and I think I could probably chew something today. But up until this point, it has been painful because they took out the teeth and then they put a denture in, and they had to guesstimate the size and that kind of stuff. And I think they did a really, really, really good job. But at the same time, we've got open sores in your mouth, So you got to wait until that stuff heals up. And then, of course, the dentures themselves, my tongue gets in the way, and I've bitten my tongue quite a bit, which probably is a good thing. But even in the last 11 months or so that I've been out here, I can't say I've cooked more than 5, 6, 10 times, maybe. I mean, I've cooked in the solar cooker and whatnot, but it's mostly heating up stuff. I mean, I did cook raw fish and raw chicken and raw turkey, but not often. And definitely not in the last 2 months. And so I can't say I cooked anything. Okay, and then there's takeout. I'm only 2 miles from town. There is every kind of takeout you could possibly want in that town. And then there's takeout. I've been doing that about once a week. The thing is I've had gastric bypass surgery, and takeout, just a regular takeout, will last me a minimum of 2 days. And that's if I eat all day long. I got to pick at it all day long. Usually it'll last 3 times, and sometimes 4 days. So again, I'm not cooking. My diet hasn't been the greatest, as I said. I'm not losing weight. I still have a minimum of 10 pounds to go to reach my high goal weight, and 30 pounds to go to reach my gold rate. And it's been 3 years since I've had the surgery. I'm still taking my massive vitamins and minerals that I'm supposed to take, because they cut out, 9/10 of my stomach, So I can't say I'm starving, and I can't say I'm malnutritioned either. It's just that I'm not eating good. And I can't say that I really feel good, too. When I had the surgery and I spent, 3 months on a liquid diet, by the time I came to the end of the 3 months and I had to start eating food again, which I was very afraid to do, by the way, I was feeling good. I felt really clean on the inside, just felt really good. Slept well, everything. I'm not sleeping so well now. And the migraines has started to come back. I really think it's due to the carbohydrates that I've been eating, because I found sugar, things like cookies and candy in particular, and I really need to stop buying them again. But even so, no cooking. I had a salad about 3 weeks ago, but I can't say that I'm doing very much with vegetables at all. Mostly cheese and pieces of meats, processed meats, like pepperoni and beef jerky. You know, quick stuff you can throw in your face and say you ate something that was possibly good, maybe. You know, but not really. I know it. So knowing I have a friend, lives in town. Her and her husband both went on the keto diet around the same time that I had my gastric bypass. They are looking hot, you know. They're out. They go to the dances in town. They are hot. You hear? Okay, so I'm thinking maybe I should do that. I started researching the keto diet and came across the carnivore diet. And I'm thinking that I will do the carnivore diet for about 3-4 months and then switch over to keto, mostly because I can't live without carbs. I mean, I got to have my grapes, you know. I got to do some oranges every now and then. I'd like some salad, you know. Even though I haven't been doing it out here, I can't see me going through the rest of my life just eating meat and nothing else. You know, it's not me. So that's where it is. And also, you know, I'm not just sitting here thinking. I have been learning. I've been trying to learn French, or I'm working at French. I'm working. I'm getting it. Okay. I'm finding that I'm beginning to understand some of the conversation during some of the French movies. Not a lot, but I'm getting it. I'm getting the gist of it. You know. So, you know, it's not too bad. I'm working at it. And then there's the drum. This is my third concern. Now, I've only had this drum about a month. I actually bought this drum the day before I found out that I'm going to be going to Switzerland. So it didn't arrive, you know, for another week and a half, 2 weeks. So I haven't been playing it for a month yet, or maybe just about a month. So I can't say I'm a virtuoso of any kind, you know, or anything like that. Since it's too big for me to carry it on the plane, I was going to ship it. I kept the box that it came in, and I'm going to ship it. Now, the thing is I'm going to be a month in New Jersey. So I was thinking, well, maybe I should ship my drum to New Jersey. I'll have it for the month that I'm there and then ship it on to Switzerland. Except that my great-grandkids are there. They're babies. I'm not going to get any time to practice anything. So I think I'll just ship it straight on to Switzerland, you know, and start again when I get there. I mean, I'm just doing scales now anyhow. At any rate, the Rowley report. Rowley has been licking his feet a lot. I mean, just obsessively licking his feet. I think it has to do with the calcite in this ground here. I don't think it's his food that he's allergic to. I think it's what gets on his. Speak of the devil. Just walked off. Anyway, so I found a homeopathic remedy online, and I soaked his feet in it last night, and he licked his feet. I think he was just licking the stuff off, but I managed to stop him, and I noticed that today he hasn't licked his feet at all. So I'm going to continue putting that on his feet every night while we're still here. Help heal them up, you know. The remedy is green tea, which I didn't have here. It's over at the RV. I have black tea here, 𝗥𝗃𝗄 Darjeeling. I used coconut oil, apple cider vinegar that has some other in it, and lavender oil. And he has not been licking his feet, which is cool. So I figured I'd dip his feet once every night, at night, you know, after he's in for the night, so that he can heal up his skin. And otherwise, it's not bad. That worked really, really well. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe And please share my video. You know, you know about the algorithm, right? At least people talk about it. Anyway, click the like button, please. And don't forget to click the notification button too, bell. And thanks again for your support. And thanks for being here and listening to me ramble on. Take care of you and yours, and blessed be.